up? This KC, the Red Pill Alpha, back at you fellas again with that motherfucking heat. Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin to the back of her motherfucking neck, holding her down, locking her down, submerging her motherfucking ass down with this motherfucking game pimping. Please believe it. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status, you're going to get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. That motherfucking game. Hot lava type shit. Oh, yeah. Hit the notification bells. You already know. Hit them so you can get this shit. Yeah, first thing smoking. You got any comments, get at me at my Gmail, rellsfargo12@gmail.com. That's RELLSFARGO12@gmail.com. Or you can just get at me at YouTube. I'm all ears. Check game, man. This is what's real right here. When it comes to these women. When it comes to these narcissistic women. Bitches, hoes, sluts. You know, I can't control what comes out your mouth and how you may approach certain things in life and how you may approach certain women. Me personally, I approach them on according to how they are, according to how they act, how they treat me, according to how they treat themselves. That's number one. Now, trust me, there's no difference in your success when it comes to a certain group of women. What I mean by that? Let me break this shit down. A woman of means, well, a woman that want a man of means. We ain't gonna say she got her own means. You know, a lot of these women, you know, they come up off dudes. You know, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about it. A woman that want a man of means, it doesn't matter what your success is. You can have status of being a D-boy in the hood, D-boy in your town. You know, you can have big status of being a jacker, bank robber. You can have status of being a corporate guy. You know, you can have status of being an NBA player, a ball player, a football player, baseball, hockey, you know, sports or whatever. You may have status on being an entertainer, musician. You may have status on being you know, head of your class. I mean, head of your union when it comes to certain, in particular, industrial jobs, if not all. A woman that wants to, a woman that wants to keep her foot in the door. She wants to keep her eyes on the prize. She's looking for a certain type of man. She's within that certain group of women. She don't give a fuck what you do as long as you got the status, as long as you got the networking means, the wherewithal, to have it. You ain't got to be let me talk about it. Let me break it down. You got your blue collar guys. You got your white collar guys. You know, you got your black collar guys. I say black collar guys, you know. That's the brother's getting it any ways, by any means necessary. He's going to get it how he get it. You know, you ask another person what that means, that's on them. You know, they may have their different interpretation on what it means. Now, that's mine. Now, we talking about getting it by any means. That's a black guy, collar guy. You can sell dope, rob, jack. You know, you can pimp. You probably got a clothing store or something. You probably got a gambling house some motherfucking where. You probably got a nightclub somewhere, strip club. It doesn't matter. You getting it how you want to, you know. And it may be, you know, people may shine down on the money, but the success is success. I bet you that motherfucking fuck the same type of bitch of motherfucker that's coming out of the corporate world can fuck. That's what I'm getting to. Oh, yeah. Women of a certain statue that got certain status that that's within a certain class of females, they don't give a fuck about your success. She don't give a fuck. You think she give a fuck if she fucking with a D-boy, or she give a fuck if she's fucking with a corporate dude? You think she gives a fuck if she's fucking with a guy that'll rob 150 motherfucking banks? And she's fucking with this guy over here that's you know, he probably the head of some kind of hedge firm. I mean, come on. Let's keep it real. He's probably all up in Wall Street. And the other motherfucker here, he's all up in the streets. There's no difference with her. Between, when it comes to her, there's no difference. Now, when it comes to the law, there's a big difference. We know that. When it comes to certain men, there's a big difference the way you see it. But when it comes to women, there's no difference. As long as you got that status behind you, money behind you, and you slanging that motherfucking pipe, she's riding with you. She don't give a fuck. That's real talk. You a man amongst men. You a man amongst men. So she don't give a fuck. You got your shit going. You doing right. Your pocket's right. There's so much to come from, where you coming from, where your pockets come from. You got a few thousand on you. You got hundreds of thousands, maybe a few million put up. The guy that's he's a head. I mean, he's a head of some kind of hedge firm or some kind of I don't know. I mean, you guys get what I'm talking about. He can be a high value doctor or something. He can be the #1 doctor. Called what they say in the hospital back in the days. I ain't been in the hospital so long. Paging Dr. Gordy. Paging Dr. Gordy. He's the #1 doctor. Everybody wants to holler at this doctor. This doctor, he's great on trauma. He's great in his field and everything he's do. So he's getting the bag 100%. He's damn near a 7-figure man if he's not already there. He's up there. She's gonna drop her knees for him, just like she's gonna drop her knees to a dude who's pushing 30 or 40 motherfucking pounds. That's real shit. She don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Why? Because it goes back to the #1 thing. It's who she likes. Whatever she likes at that moment, whoever she likes at that moment, she values that guy at that moment. I seen guys. I've done time. I was in prison with guys that ain't been in the streets 20 or 30 motherfucking years, but they name rings. And they still got bitches fumbling over them because of the status. And then he ain't got $1. Pot to piss in on a fucking window, throw it out. He's pissing in the same pots I'm pissing in. We in prison. He's throwing this shit out the same window I throw it out. We are in prison. But his status, who he is, the work he put in, the name that he has, that he influenced the community with. Could be in a negative way. More than likely it was a negative way. But she don't give a fuck. It's the status. I want him so when he get out, I want to be the first one to fuck him. Before all the rest of these bitches get him, because all the rest of these bitches gonna get him. Oh man, he was the man back then. He was. He's a has-been. He ain't got shit going. But they don't give a fuck about that. They're still fucking because of his status. Because of the work he put in. He may not even be that person no more. He may have changed his life and became a totally different mother. He may be a motherfucking devoted Christian. Devoted to Islam or something. It doesn't matter. But she don't know that. He's in prison doing time. He got some status. His name still ring bells out in the streets. And he might not even know his name ring like that. Well, he know a little something. He got dudes coming in out of prison remembering him and shit like that. So he know his name ring out there. I seen women fumbling for guys like that. And he ain't got $1. Money he had is gone. Everything he had, whatever he had going on back then, that shit is it's non-existent. It's nowhere around anymore. But he got that status. Women don't give a fuck what your success is. And that's his success. Running around selling dope, killing motherfuckers. He just earned a name for himself. That was his success within him, in his world. But he had groupies, a shitload of them, that loved him for what he's done. They don't give a fuck. For a prime example, allegedly, look at R. Kelly's situation. Allegedly. I don't know if he done it or not. You don't know if he done it or not. We don't know. Come on now. Let's get the fuck out of here. We don't know. We don't know. Come on, man. I don't know this motherfucker. You don't know that motherfucker. But you don't think bitches gonna flock over him when he come home? You don't think bitches are flocking at his fucking mailbox right now while he's in prison sending him letters? Emailing him or however they, receiving their correspondence? You don't think bitches are jumping down on him? You don't think bitches are fumbling to get with R. Kelly soon he come home? And bitches want to stay in that Trump motel, Trump Towers, wherever he stayed in. They want a part of that. He'd allegedly pissed his shit on every motherfucking bitch. He'd allegedly kicked the ass and did all type of dungeon type shit. He's supposed to held a coat and all that shit, but these bitches still loving me because of the fucking status of who he is. Man ain't dropped a hit record in how long? But he can fuck your bitch. He can fuck my bitch. He can fuck all of our bitches because of the status. Women don't give a fuck, man. They don't care. They go for the what's now. Fuck what's later. It goes back to the video I was talking about. Do they don't help you build and shit? No, they don't help you build. They want to go with what's now. Just catch your ass when you done building, when you already set. But if you hot right now, we own it. That's how them bitches are. We are on it. That's how they are, man. So you fellas must understand that these hoes come a dime a dozen. Like Too Short said, don't get mad if I'm fucking your cousin. Your two sisters. Shit. I even fuck your moms, bitch. Real shit. You know, this, you gotta have that mentality. Especially if you know who, you know, what type of women that we're dealing with. You know what type of woman you're dealing with, you gotta have that mentality. You can't have no heart, man. You can't have no heart. Like I said, you may be hot right now, but soon your ass dwindle down, she jump into the next pipe. That's hot. She's on to the next dude that's got a name, that's got status. That's how they are. You know? That's how they are. I mean, Charles Manson. You want to keep going? Richard Ramirez and serial killers. Your Ted Bundys in them. Them dudes ain't had a dollar. They couldn't pay no motherfucking bills. They probably couldn't even lead you to paying the fucking light bill. But they had that status. They had that name. And a certain group of women chase that shit. And they be the narcissistic type bitches. They don't give a fuck what success you have. They want to get on you because they want to be a part of that. Whatever you got going on that's real conglomerate, that's real big, that's being heard of all around, they want to be a part of that. And it's a camera behind it too. Oh, shit. They'll do anything. That's real shit, bro. That's real shit. So, you fellas out here figuring that you working a corporate job, you climbing the ladder in that field, you look down on the Leroy's, the Pookie, right there, Pookie, Ray Rays, Tyrones, the June Bugs, the Liddell's, the Erics, the Mikes, the, you know, little Kareem and little Sharif the Gunners and all them. Yeah, man, you look down on them type of dudes because they might not be in the field that you in. You figure they ain't got the education that you got, but they got enough education and sense to get the same kind of fucking money that you are making. And they fucking the same bitch that you are fucking. Real shit. That's real shit. I was once a Tyrone, a Derek and little Sharif the Gunner. I've done that shit in life. And I fucked high maintenance bitches. I fucked a bitch that was fucking with a dentist. Oh yeah. He was proposing to that bitch. Real shit. Why? Because I had a name for myself. I was getting money in the streets. He was getting money in the dentist world. You know, this is what it is. They go off status. They don't look at your bank account, look at his bank account. They look at this fucking status. Because she can't really look at your bank account. She can't really count his money. I mean, unless he's letting her in on this shit, I don't know. But she ain't looking at mine. She ain't counting my motherfucking cheese. She just know how I was rolling, how I'm dressing, how motherfuckers knew me. So, that pussy got wet. It started dripping. Sloppy. Oh, yeah. And I drove a Mack truck up in that motherfucker. Real shit, player. Oh, yeah. Because she liked me. And she liked it, what I had going at that moment. Just like she liked him and liked what he had going at that moment. The difference is that he was willing to propose to the bitch. I knew who she was from the jump. This a bitch just chasing status. That's how they are. Like this shit, share this shit, and subscribe. It's the motherfucking message. Holla.